At this point in the course, you may be asking yourself, how do I identify potential projects for Six Sigma? What screening criteria should be used? And given the company's limited bandwidth, how do I prioritize the projects? Funny you should ask. In this movie, we'll discuss how best to identify potential projects for Six Sigma. Then we'll talk about how to screen them and how to prioritize them for launch. Here's a handy checklist for identifying potential Six Sigma projects. Start with your company's or department's annual goals. Ask yourself, what improvements are needed? How do you plan to achieve those improvements? What Six Sigma projects would help you achieve those goals? Identify performance gaps in key metrics, key performance indicators, or KPIs. Do these performance gaps have to be closed? Review performance reports on products, services, and processes. Identify the areas with performance shortfalls. They are potential targets for Six Sigma projects. Review data on customer complaints, returns, warranties, claims, and credits. Areas with a high number of complaints, returns, or credits indicate deficiencies. These deficiencies are potential targets for Six Sigma projects. Audits provide a good source for potential projects. Review reports from customer audits or internal quality audits. Any recurring findings or areas with chronically poor performance are potential targets. Employee suggestions are another source for identifying projects, especially when the improvement ideas are supported by data. Now, once you've identified potential projects, you have to screen them to see if Six Sigma is appropriate. You can screen them using the following criteria. The performance deficiency should be a recurring or chronic issue, meaning it should not be a one-off or one-time occurrence. And the opportunity should be specific to a particular product, process, or service. Next, it should be measurable. You cannot improve what you cannot measure. Then, the improvement opportunity should have a significant operational and financial impact. Finally, there must be alignment. Each project should help you achieve annual goals and targets established by senior management. Potential projects must pass every one of these screening criteria. Yes, every criteria, no exceptions. Now, it would be great to select every project that passed screening, but there is limited bandwidth due to limited time and resources and other competing priorities. Choices have to be made. This is where senior management must step up to prioritize and select the right projects to launch. Why senior management? That's because they are in the best position to see the entire forest, not just the trees. What may seem like a good project saving $50,000 should not come ahead of another project at the other end of the company that can save over $1 million. You don't want to sub-optimize. Put your company's limited bandwidth to the best possible use. In addition to financial impact, the degree of urgency should also be considered when prioritizing. For example, is there a risk of a major product recall? Or are we risking non-compliance that results in a planned shutdown by the regulators? Or, what would happen if we don't select this project? Other considerations for prioritizing include the project's impact on customers, the degree of difficulty in executing the project, and the level of change or cultural acceptance by the organization. Start using these checklists to identify, screen, and prioritize projects for Six Sigma.